So as you might know, I just beat SARY Never Clear today. Took me a long time. It's my new hardest, finally. Today I just wanted to make a video that covers how to beat it. I have a few tips for this level that you can use to make it easier for yourself. I'll be showing a few different routes for the memory paths, for example. There's different things you can do for everything here. This is kind of a... It doesn't look like a click pattern type of level, but it kind of is a click pattern type of level, I would say. But yeah, let's get into it. So, we have SARY Never Clear here. Basically, if you want to know what... There's no shake, by the way, you don't need to worry about this. Low detail mode, pretty sure it only affects the last ship. It just removes, like, glow. I'm just gonna turn it off for this video, but I beat it with low detail mode. I just got used to it. So, first click. What you can do for this, I don't know, it's something weird that I came up with. You can click at 0.2%. The moment you hit 0.2% works. But also, it's not very hard to get consistent. It's kind of easy to get consistent. This one, nothing to say. And these other ones, I also don't have really anything to say about them. They're just the 4 beginning clicks that are like very hard and infamously very hard. You just gotta get consistent with them. They get consistent, sort of. It's not inconsistent to the point where you actually want to bang your head against a wall. And for this ship, entering this ship, you want to basically do like... Hold on, let me show you the click pattern. Like 5 clicks basically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works the best, I find. And then that straight fly might be a bit hard, but you just have to get used to not clicking the orbs there. I don't really have anything else for that part. Okay, so here you want to click the pink orb not as early as you think, because then this is gonna happen where it's gonna be like hard as shit to hit the next pink orb. What you want to do is like once you are halfway through the block, click. I find that to be the best way to do it. So halfway through the block, just click it, and then just good luck for the rest. Just click everything else late. There's not really anything else for that. Here, instead of spamming like batshit insane, you can do only like, well, 4 clicks for the spam. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no, it's 5. Sorry, 5 clicks. There's this thing right there, the little spike there, so you can't just dip down. So you gotta go up real quick. This spam is something else. I don't know what it is with this, but this doesn't get consistent. It's, well, you could, it can get kind of consistent by just like jittering. You can kind of get it consistent like that. But I find that to be the best. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basically 7 clicks, whatever. Here you just go not as late as possible as you... Not as late as you might think. Maybe like there, and then just buffer everything else. Click that yellow orb kinda late, and then buffer every other orb. And then here, the best way to set yourself up for this ship transition is by making sure that when you land, or basically when you click, it's like these 3 real spikes here, because these 3 are real spikes. So jump just a bit before them, and then buffer that, and then you can... It's the best way, IMO, in my own opinion. And if you do that, you can kind of click at the beginning of the ship to recorrect yourself, straighten up. And then the rest is kind of just, you'd have to like just learn it, because I feel like the transition is the hardest part. But once you're like here, it's not super hard to learn. You just kind of gotta stay lower than you think. And then just 1 quick click here, and 2 clicks for the straight fly. Click these orbs all like, well, the 2 later orbs, click them like rather late. This part is very hard, this UFO for some reason, like the beginning of it. I can't explain how I do it, it's just, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, you just kind of... Now, this part, I was able to do this with just 1 button. Like that. But I've seen some people like kind of insert a spacebar click in there or something. I'm not sure what they do. Oh, well, I think that's what they do. Yeah, okay, so I think what most people do is just click the first 4 of these, and then this one is a spacebar, and then the rest is just normal. You can do it like that if it's easier for you, but myself, I just went the old natural way, I guess. You just buffer that blue orb. Here, basically what you want to do is click that. Click, 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 click. So it's like 4 clicks or 5, whatever. Not very hard. Here, try to click as late as possible before the flat spike. It helps set you up for this transition. You want to buffer the first blue orb. Click this blue orb as late as you can. I mean, not as late as you can, but just late. And then 3 clicks, 3 fast clicks, and start it like late. Some people just straight up like do the 5 clicks, which I don't get. You can just do 3 clicks in there. And then make sure to click this black orb early. Because there's a spike here, and you don't want to die there. Just stand there. Now there's a few ways to do this as well. I'll just show you the way I do it. That's how I do it. I've seen some people, like, instead of hitting the pink orb here, they just straight up... Oh, wait. Yeah, fuck. They just straight up hit the yellow orb there. It feels less consistent for me, but you can go figure out what you want to do. And also, there's another way to do this, which is for like the psychopaths. Clicking all these blue orbs instead. And then here, doing that, like clicking those 2 blue orbs there at the end. These 2 quadruples are the bane of my existence. There's nothing I can help. They're the most straightforward clicks. Just click as late as possible. That's all I have for you. These are so brutal. The first one feels harder. They're the same, but the first one just feels harder. The second one feels easier to do after you've done the first one, in most cases. So you just have to practice that a ton, like a shit ton to get it. Well, it never gets consistent, but you know, you just practice it a ton. Then, you want to act like this is a triple. So act like this spike over here. Hold on a second. You want to act like this is a real spike and just jump like here. And that gives you the best outcome for landing on this. Just like this. Because these blue orbs are actually deceptively hard. I don't know why they're so hard. And then the rest, you just gotta click late. That's the meta for this. This is inconsistent as shit for some reason. I don't know why, but it just is. It's just another thing. Just click late. That's all I gotta say for that. This shit part, there's actually a click pattern. I'll show you what it is. Now, it doesn't really matter the first part here, but it starts here, specifically at 64 or 63. Here, this start position. So this. So I can't really begin to explain it, but that's the click pattern that I used. I'm having a hard time replicating that click pattern now for some reason. I just haven't practiced it today. This is like my first practice on. Of course, I mean, obviously I'm not going to practice it anymore. I already beat it. I'm sick of it. But kind of make a click pattern for it. It's hard to explain, but that ship is more of a click pattern than it is just an actual ship. You just gotta kind of find a good click pattern for it that works. Then this one is deceptively hard. You just gotta click very late. Click this blue orb late. Buffer that yellow orb. Buffer basically these 2. Click these 2 rather late. Now here, you don't see it, but there's an extra orb here, so hold on, let me show you. Just buffer everything all the way up until there, and then it's invisible, but there's yet another click where you gotta kind of jump up. You gotta do it kind of late to get it consistent. I'll show you. I don't know what the fuck I just did at the end there, but yeah. So basically, what you want to just do is click late, but not too late. You can also go too late and do that where you hit the side of the spike. And then just click in the exact same pattern, or like find a really consistent like clicking pattern for it. I make the click pattern for this very consistent, so it's not like anything like this. It's like a rhythm, like that. And then try to buffer that yellow orb. Now these can be hard because of the red orbs, but you just gotta believe in yourself. Basically, this part is just believing in yourself. Just click when you're at the correct spot. I don't know why. When I told myself to click at the right time, this got consistent for some reason. I used to have a hard time with this. Now these first ball clicks aren't very hard, but this is where the level gets very hard. So, I'll show you. There's basically these 4 super duper hard quad spikes. And they're very hard. Like, they're actually so merciless. Except for the last one, it's more lenient because there's like a gravity portal here and ship, so you kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's easier. The last one is easier. The first 2 I literally don't have any tips for. It's just practice it as much as you can, but the next one is actually hidden behind this block. So what you want to do is basically the moment you hit the block, your icon hits the block, the moment it hits the block, wait like a 0.1 second and then click. I don't know how to explain it. Just after it clicks the block or hits the block. That's what you want to do. Now, on some monitors, you can actually see the spikes, but on mine, you can't. And if you can, then good luck, I guess. Just do it normally. Just click late. Now this, try to just go right in the middle there, because there's hitboxes on the slopes. Now this is somehow very consistent. I don't know how they made this bump very consistent. You kind of want to do 3 clicks. There's also a click pattern that I do for this. Like that. Click once in between that. And after that, I don't have any click pattern. I just kind of do whatever I do. Now this dip up here is kind of hard. I will have to admit that. And I don't have anything for it. I do not know how to help you with that part there. I died there from 0. I was never consistent on it. I don't know how I did it from 0, but sometimes I did it, sometimes I didn't. Okay. Now, the level doesn't end yet. There's still gameplay. So, in this screen, some people think there's nothing, but there's actually like a strafe fly with the ship you gotta do. And what you want to do is sync your clicks, because you can't like actually see yourself. So let's do it like this now. What you want to do, or what I find the best, is clicking to the song. So, oh, well, I broke it. Well, you kind of just want to click to the song. Like, that click pattern right there. And then the last click is not that hard. You can get it consistent very easily. Now, my game crashed because I did this thing, but I hope I helped you somehow.